Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Friday afternoon, July 5th. We are looking at window traders market profile of the ES and NQ. So after being down 29 cents in SPY last week, we're up about 11 bucks this week as this bull train just steamrolls anything, anybody in its way. Okay? 3 trend days up this week. A bunch of price probes. The only thing missing on this, and it's been missing all year, is volume, but it doesn't matter, right? Volume continues to be horrible, but price keeps going up. At some point, it will matter. It certainly has not mattered as of now. We will review all of these indices charts through their ETFs. Righty goes out with their 4th perfect point of control of the year. They had one 2 weeks ago. So on June 21st, and now they have another one here on July 5th. It's their 4th one this year. They got with a 13 wide POC. They also gapped lower and held it. Now remember, I'm using Wednesday's low as my gap, okay? And I'm using G period. I know these futures traded to 115 on Thursday, but to me, right after the regular trading hours close, I count that as after hours. And that's going to mean something in NQ. So righty gaps lower, holds the gap, but ends up with a perfect POC. NQ gaps higher. Now, because I'm using G's high and not H's high, that's after hours for me, they didn't fill their gap as far as I'm concerned. They also have a very wide, 37 wide overnight POC, including all the overnights from the other day, never got near it. So they go out with a gap that holds, a double distribution day, and a small price probe, which I won't use. ES never gapped higher, but believe it or not, they go out with a triple distribution day. Very small sets of singles. One here, and one tick here in D. In D. So it's a triple distribution day. They do go out with a price probe that I'm going to use, as we got far enough away from L's high. Again, the volume's not going to be in the top 10 lightest, but it's horrific. Had a decent day, did not do a lot, did well, A, B, and C, and took one trade in the afternoon. That was in H period. I did all again in NQ. I was looking, I thought we had a good chance to maybe fill at least one more of these single prints in NQ. Didn't. Thank goodness I took a one lot here and made something on it. Boy, oh boy, should have held it because it went all the way up to new highs. But that's the only trade I took in the afternoon. A, B, and C, however, I took long in A period when it was because they had higher value when the gap pulled back, was above the opening. It's a little ebb and flow. When it pulled back, then I got long again to pop the overnight high. Then I got long in right before in B period to pop A's high. So I did well on that. C period again, took the long to pop the IB high. I did very well on all the longs except one. I lost 10 points on a one lot in those three, out of those 3 time frames, but the rest of the trades more than made up for that. And then I had that afternoon pullback in H. So no doubt I got picky. I was looking for these pullbacks to be a little deeper. I was looking for this, like I said, to take back one set of singles. I was looking even for K period to maybe come down and fill them. Never did, so I never got involved. No big deal. Still a decent day and a good week. As far as destinations go, our all-time high now is 26 in ES. Our price probe is 21.25. Single prints from 13 and a quarter to 12.75. Then the second one is one tick, 06 and a quarter. And today's low of 85.50. Okay? Don't forget, still have the single prints, from the third. We never even took back everything from June 17th. In SPY, all-time high, 555.05. Price probe, 554.61. Single print, 553.83 to 76. Second set, 550. 285 to 84, it's only 2 cents. and today's low of 551.12. ES and SPY actually had a reversal bar in B. They took out A's high, and then they took out A's low. You're like, wow. But look how they front ran the overnight low. Never got it. And then they finally started their little ascent to the upside and went trend. So that's the profiles. Let's keep that one kind of short. Let's go to the charts, because that's going to be the interesting thing now. Okay? So we're going to start with the Russell. We had a double inside month, right? In the first week of this month, guess what? It's inside. So a lot of balance for the Russell. 7 months, including this month. So all year. Basically, you're in balance all year. And we've had 3 inside months already this year. January, May, and June. Amazing. So balance still on that monthly. The weekly came into balance last week. Inside week this week. So it's still balance. We'll see how they come out of the inside week. So the monthly's balance with inside months. The weekly's balance with inside weeks. It's like the same story for Righty for its entire life. And the daily, probably call the daily down after this. They were in a 4-day balance, took that out. Now they came back into it, but I think I would call, they took out that low by, I just want to see something. Took it out by about 60 cents. Again, you can either call it a 5-day balance or call the daily down for now. But since they're holding the small gap, I'm going to give the bears a little credit and call it down. So the monthly and weekly are balanced with inside months and weeks, and the daily is down with the gap as your main focus. Now let's go to NQ. Monthly, up, one time framing up, 3 months. Nice and healthy. Weekly, after a 2-week balance, boom, back to up. Right? Markets don't go bull bear. But we went bull, balance, back to bull. So the monthly is up, the weekly is up, and by George, the daily is up too. All 3 time frames. Volume stinks for them also. And then the S&P, monthly, one time framing up for 3 months. Weekly. Now, SPY and ES are just a little different. SPY is one time framing up 5 weeks. They never took out last week's low. ES did, but closed above last week's high. So to me, it's still balanced until they take out this week's high, but it's an outside week up. That's impressive. So the monthly's up, the weekly's balance in ES, outside week up, and the daily is certainly up as they're getting away from this balance. Now, you can see the volume's already almost 41 million, so it won't be in our top 10 lightest, but that is still really poor. One other thing, I don't know if you noticed, but figured out to get some better resolution on this profile. So, again, if you're in this trading room, you're getting to see this for free, okay? I mean, this costs a lot of money per month that I provide for free, especially for people that are learning the profile. So come check us out at camelbacktrading.org. Go check out my new website. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to this channel. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll speak prior to the opening on Monday.